The very first time I picked up a bag, July 4th, 2019, that was when I fell in love with the game. I've been grinding ever since about COVID hit. I really got into it heavy and I gave my heart and soul to it, and here I am now. Frankly, I used to be a very bad player. I used to have a lot of motion, a lot of moving parts, and I made the decision that now I am not going to be moving any parts in my throw, whether it's my legs, my upper body, my arm, my chest. So for me, less is more. I try and not move at all. Because the more moving parts you have, the less consistent you're gonna be. So for me, it's chest right in line with the hole, arm straight back and straight forward. Nothing more, nothing less. I try and finish with my forearm facing the sky to get that nice flat bag. But for me, less is more. So for my stance, I do have a left foot forward stance. I got a momentum shift in my throw. So I try and keep most of my weight on my back quad or maybe even my back leg. So it's almost like baseball, same exact thing where you're transferring your weight. For me, it's a transfer of the weight from the back foot to the front foot, all the way through the follow through. And another thing for me is I try and keep my palm, same thing as the forearm, palm facing the sky so you get that nice flat bag. More rotations, the better. I just lived in the middle, that's where you gotta live. One of the major things is your chest, where your chest is directed. If your chest is off, your arm is going wherever your chest is. So really it is your chest and your upper body, and most people don't realize that, but your upper body is very important. So for me, it's almost like shooting a basketball. They say you want to have your shoulders square with the rim, you want to have your shoulders square with the hole. So if your shoulders are square with the hole, your arm only has one place to go, which is straight back and straight forward. My grip is a little unique. I do a index finger around the corner of the bag. Most people tend to have 4 under and their thumb on top, but for me, whatever reason, I'm a little unique. I can't get it flat that way to save my life. So I do have the index finger around. I come straight back and straight through, but I do a little finger flick. So for me, I flip the bag a couple times, get it nice and even, wrap my finger around the corner, and I'm good to go. My favorite shot, my scoreholio name is Sir Claps a lot. So I like to clap some airmails. Any chance that I get to shoot the airmail, I'll shoot the airmail. So the way that I throw my airmail is a little bit different than the way that I throw my slide shot. So it's the same exact grip, same exact follow through and release, but when I do release, for my slide shot, it's a little lower, so I try and get that nice trajectory on it. But my airmail, I try, and mentally I try and think about, okay, get it a little bit more out and a little bit more up. So in that case, that gives me the trajectory that I want to actually make it almost like a swish. I usually tend to practice about a couple hours a day. So for me, I start off my practice session with just finding my slide shot, finding my down the middle shot, and then usually about 45 minutes to an hour before I end my session, I just go all airmails. Probably throw 200 plus airmails a day. So there it is, there's the airmail. If you want to get better at cornhole, this is a place to be, Cornhole Network.